Hi guys, it's Kerry and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be filming a video that I enjoy doing. I do really enjoy doing these type of videos. They are my everyday makeup routine. However, this one's going to be a little bit different to the other ones due to the fact that we are coming into autumn now, the 23rd of September I believe. If not, correct me in the comments. But yeah, without further ado, I think we should just get into it. So firstly, I'm going to take my glasses off because I can't do my makeup with my glasses off, and I'm just going to clip my hair back with these two very cute clips, which I believe I got from like B&M or something. So I just throw the rest of my hair back out the way. So the first step I'm going to do is primer. I have this bad boy here. This is the Revolution Relove H2O Hydrate Primer. I really like this primer, as I've said in previous videos. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to start like I have thousands of videos that I've kept up with. I am going to be coming out with an updates video, but in my previous videos I have said that I do suffer with extremely dry skin most of the time. My skincare routine is nailed, so look out for that in the future. Everything in my skincare routine is, I believe, under £5, so that's a bonus. So yeah, this is the primer I'm going to be using today. I love this primer. It's clear, so you probably won't see it much on my skin. And that's primer. Next, I'm going to be concealing my spots so that they can sit whilst I do my eyebrows and my eyeshadow. This way I find that it gives a little bit more coverage. The concealer I'm going to be using is going to be the Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C4. It would help if I had my mirror. And what I do with this to decant it, as you can see, it is pretty disgusting in there. But I pop it in here, that way then I'm not putting bacteria in the thing, and then it's also easier for me to clean up after as well. It's not all over my hands, so I use this as like a little palette. This isn't usually like this, I just forgot to clean it last time because I was in a rush. But yeah, so I just take my concealer and pop it in, and then to apply it to my blemishes I use a flat brush like this. Most of my brushes will be from Amazon, so unless I state otherwise, they're from Amazon. And I'm just gonna apply this, as you can see, over the top of my blemishes. So as you can see, the blemishes are now covered. I'm just going to allow this to sit whilst I do my eyebrows and my eyeshadow. So I use 3 products for my eyebrows. I use the Schwarzkopf Got To Be Brow and Edges Gel thing. A lot of people don't like this because it's not like the actual like hair gel. I wasn't expecting it to be like that, but I think this is a very underrated product. It keeps my brows in place all day. To add a bit of colour to my brows, I am still using the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. This is in the shade Brownie Brows, because as you can tell, I dyed my hair, so I've gone for a little bit darker eyebrows. And then for the actual eyebrow shaping, I use the Revolution Relove Blade Brow in the shade Dark Brown. And just look like this. Very thin. It's got a spoolie on the other side. I really love it. So yeah. I am just going to speed through my eyebrows because they take me forever to do. So yeah. So the eyebrows are done. It took me just over 5 minutes to do my eyebrows, which is exactly why I said that I would speed through them. However, one thing I do want to say when it comes to eyebrows, and I know every beauty person says it, don't forget your eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. They haven't got to be perfect. As you can see, I have a gap in this eyebrow at the moment that I've just tried filling in. Every time I filled it in, I took it back away again because I'm an idiot. So I'm just going to leave it to it. But it's okay, we all have things that are classed as imperfections. Next is the exciting part, which is the eyeshadow. But before I do the eyeshadow, I'm just going to apply a tiny bit of concealer on my eyelids just to prep and yeah, just to give an even base. Just like so. So today I'm going to be using two palettes. One of them is one of my all-time favourites. The other one I come back to each autumn for the nice autumn colours in them. And they are the Revolution X Soph Extra Spice palette. I apologise for how dirty it is at the moment. As you can see, it's very well loved. And then I'm going to also be using the Revolution Kisu palette, which is just upside down. So yeah, I'm going to start with the Revolution palette. And I'm going to go, unfortunately, mirror broke, so I cannot use mirror, but I will, you can still see the colours. I'm going to be going in with this shade here called Cookie Dough as my transition shade. I'm just going to pack that into the crease and blend it out. I tend to blend it out into a very slight point. If you feel like you need a little bit more, grab a little bit more. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Chocolate Orange right here. And that is going to be my main crease colour for this look. I make sure to load my brush up before I start packing it on. My favourite technique is to pack and blend. So as you can see, it's a really lovely autumn colour. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back into Cookie Dough to blend that edge. Just to ensure flawless blending. And then if I need to touch up anywhere, I'll go back in. And then I just like to keep the outside edge as blended out as possible so that it looks like it's all blended. You can, if you want to, put tape on this, but usually I'm rushing through my everyday routine, so I tend to forget to do that. Now you can leave lists like this and then put your shimmer shade on. However, I am going to go into cheesecake, and I'm just going to use this to define my outer corner. So I'm just going to apply it right here. And blend it in. Now I'm just going to go in with a bigger, fluffier brush to blend everything together. Just like so. The Kisu palette, and I'm using the shade May. As you can see, it's a very nice orangey colour, and I'm going to put that on 2/3 of my eyelid. So I'm going to be using the Zoeva Rose Gold 239 Luxe Soft Shader Brush for this. And like I said, I'm just going to pop it in the outer 2/3. And then I'm going to go into the shade Rose Gold, and I'm just going to pop that in my inner corner. And then I'm going to dust off anything on there, and then I'm just going to blend the two colours together. Just like so. Now that the majority of the eyes are complete, we're going to go on to the base. And to start with, I'm going in with the XX Revolution foundation in the shade FX2, and I'm going to use a damp beauty blender, which is damp. I'm just going to add some, just use a bit of setting spray to make it a little bit more damp, and then I just apply it to the sponge and start blending. As I say, it should blend straight over that concealer, and I do my base in sections to make sure that it is perfect. Sometimes with certain spots I may have to go back over them with a little bit of concealer, especially if they're more like scabs, because unfortunately I have a horrible habit of picking my spots. However, that isn't a thingy, that isn't a just like I like picking my spots thing, that is an anxiety thing. So next, I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Ivory, I believe. It does not have a shade, but I do believe that it's Ivory. And I like to put this on the high points of my face, so I'll put a tiny bit on the nose and Cupid's bow. Some people like to do the line there. I don't bother with that. But yeah. Just like so. For cream bronzer, it's not a cream, it's a liquid. I'm going in with the She Glam bronzer in the shade Golden Sun. And I just dot it wherever I feel I need it. So I put 2 dots at my cheekbones, just like that. Try to make an even contour, and then I also like going under my bottom lip with it. And then with a different beauty blender, just so that I can keep each shade to itself, I'm going to blend that in. And I always blend upwards. Just like so. And then following the She Glam bronzer, I also have the She Glam blush in the shade Love Cake. And I just put 5 dots. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And then I use the bottom of the beauty blender and I blend it around in circular motions. I always put blush on my nose. That is now all of my cream products. I am now going to move into powder, which is what I have been using as my mirror, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is my favourite powder of all times because it does not cling to dry patches. As a very dry skinned person, it doesn't cling to dry patches. Sometimes when I have peeling skin around here, it tends to like bring up the peel. But if you exfoliate when you're supposed to exfoliate, that won't be there. I always have dry patches, like when I have blemishes, they're dry. It doesn't cling to those or anything like that. And I use 2 different brushes, one for under my eyes and one for the rest of my face. Because I don't like to get bacteria under my eyes. Because, yeah. And I use a slightly smaller brush for under my eye. And then with this on, I make sure to concentrate this on blemishes, just so that I know that the concealer's not going to be going anywhere. Next is onto powder, contour / bronzer and blusher. I have the Relove Revolution Trio Contour Palette, and this is in the shade Sugar. So I use the contour and the blush shade. In the summer I'll use the middle, the highlighter, but in the winter it's slightly too dark for me, so I cannot use that. However, the contour shade and the blush shade are like beautiful. Put my mirror down somewhere. There it is. And I use a big fan brush like this to apply it. Again, blending up. Just like so. And then I always use an angled brush like this for my blusher. I like angled brushes because they cling to my cheeks better. And also I like firmer brushes because I tend to find it blends blush out better. As you can see, it's a very shimmery blush, which is what I like. And then I will go in with a big fluffy brush like this and just blend the two together, possibly pipe down a notch. So for highlighter, at the moment I go between 2. I use the Soph Duo in the shade Sugar Frosting. Unfortunately, I had a bit of an accident. I don't use that shade anyway. I use this bright white shade, or I will use the PS Rose Glow highlighter, which, as you can see, considering it's £3.50, it is absolutely beautiful. So I think I'm gonna go with the rose one today. Don't get me wrong, I love my Soph highlighter. I just want to switch it up a little bit. So I use a brush like this because I find it grips the top of my cheeks better. I just buff the highlighter in. It's absolutely gorgeous. Next, I'm I'm going to finish off the eyeshadow, so I'm just going to pop a little bit on my bottom lash line. So using two different brushes, I'm going to be using this one, I believe is from Dolls Beauty or Dolly's Beauty or something like that. And then I use this brush here that I got out of a Clarins palette. I'm going to be using same colours for my top lid as my top lid even, and so I'm not gonna go in with cookie dough just because I don't find I need that. I will go straight in with the chocolate orange first though. I just load my brush up with a tiny bit like that, and then if my mirror was the right way around, I'll put this all over my bottom lash line. And then I'm going to go in with cheesecake, and I'm just going to apply that in the outer corner. Blend it out. And then for inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight, I will be using my Soph highlighter, and I use the lighter side. Just like so. Next, I'm going to do a bit of pencil eyeliner, and I use the Primark Kohl liners. This one is the black one, and I also use the nude one. I use the black one to tight line and the nude one in my waterline to open up my eyes a little bit, but I also like the black on the tight line because it blends the mascara in with my lashes and makes them a little bit bolder. Just like so. We are nearly finished with this look. We just have two more steps left, and that is mascara and lips. And then before actually I do my mascara, I'm going to add a bit of setting spray. And this is the Misguided Beauty Superfix. The top of it I actually lost. So I'm just using whatever I can find because I don't want to waste the product and bin it just because I haven't got this top bit here. I have my little Minnie Mouse eyelash curler from Primark, and I'm going to be curling my eyelashes with this. And then the two mascaras I like to use, the Maybelline Lash Sensational in the shade Very Black. Unfortunately, I do not have the waterproof version, so I go in with the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect waterproof mascara just to make it waterproof, because I'm a very sensitive person and I do tend to cry a lot, and the last thing I want is for my mascara to be halfway down my face. So yes, it has been tried, it does work, it is waterproof. I'm just going to allow that first coat to dry, and whilst I do that, I'm going to go in with my lipstick. Now, my lipstick changes a lot. However, there are two that I always come back to. Don't get me wrong, I love a red lip, but it is not Christmas, it is not spring. So those are the two seasons I like to wear my red lip. 9 times out of 10 I will just use a lip balm, but when I am feeling like I want to use a bit of lipstick, the two that I always go back to are both Drugstore, which are amazing, but the first one is this one by Primark in the shade Naked Flame. It just looks like this. It's more of a matte lipstick, so I tend to use this more when my lips are not dry, which unfortunately they are at the moment. Or I use the Revlon lipstick in the shade Pink in the Afternoon. Just looks like this. It's like a My Lips but better kind of look. And then now my lipstick's done, You can go over that with a lip gloss if you would like, but I tend to just leave it as it is because it is very creamy. But it does look really pretty with lip gloss as well. So just add an extra layer. And then on top I will use the Lash Sensational. So this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do, it would mean the world to me. I am now going to be uploading on a weekly basis, different makeup looks, skincare routines, morning routines, whatever you would like to see. Just leave it in the comments and I will do it. And if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. Also, if you aren't already and you do enjoy what you see, please subscribe for more videos. And I hope you have an amazing day and I will see you in the next one. Bye!